no bucket. I'm thinking suicide. I really was. I was like, what the? That's how bad. I went back down and I was like, well, I bet you can't take me in the post. He goes.
What's up, family? So we are back with another reaction. And yes, it's on Larry Bird. As long as I get these requests, we're going to do them. This is kind of neat because it's a piggyback off of the last video we did on Larry Bird, trash talking to rookies. We got our hands on an audio podcast where a rookie, Jayson Williams, back in the day, had to go up his first-hand account on what it was like going up against the great Larry Bird. So let's jump into this reaction. We're not going to waste any time because it's kind of quick. We'll jump into this reaction and see what's up with it.
You think about those kind of guys from that era. We had talked about some of the shit talking with MJ. Was MJ the best shit talker, or were there some other guys out there who were like,
okay,
who was great, and what were they actually saying on the court?
First of all, Michael Jordan will beat you up in practice if you didn't check him hard enough. Charles Barkley will beat you up in practice if you check him too hard. See the difference? All right? The best shit talkers in the NBA. Larry Bird was one. I will never forget, this is a great story. So I live in the Lower East Side, and we have a bridge that separates pretty much the white from the black. It's the Manhattan Bridge. The Italians and Irish live in Knickerbocker. We live right across. You don't cross Allen Street either which way. So if you were fighting with the Irish and Irish Catholic and Italians, you can just cross Allen Street. They had to stop. And the same, vice versa. We had to respect. And they were all Larry Bird fans. We were all Julius Erving fans. So all growing up, I used to cry every time Larry Bird got the best of Julius Erving. And I was just like, and people on what gave you a drive to make the NBA? Silly stuff like that. Because I used to take a ball right after the game and go down with tears in my eyes. And what's different than basketball and football is you can go down and you don't need other teammates. I can play against Larry Bird every day. I got 60 points on Larry Bird in my crazy imagination.
That's funny because think about it. He's building up. He's building up to when he finally gets to meet up with Larry Bird. So that lets you know he's been playing Larry Bird in his mind all these years, watching him beat up on his favorite player and scoring against his favorite player. So he already got that little internal beef towards Larry. So he just knowing when he gets to the league, he's going to get his get back.
What ends me up in so much trouble and everything else. But so when I finally got drafted and I got a chance to play against Larry Bird, and I knew everybody in Knickerbocker, all Irish, Catholic, Italians were going to be watching, all the brothers and black and brown people going to be watching on this side. I was like, all right, second game in the NBA. Here we go, baby, showtime. So I get there, and Charles Barkley comes to the game hungover. You know? You can smell it on him. Boy smells like sick.
They coming to the games like that back then. They probably still do. I ain't gonna lie. Being a Hawk season ticket holder, I have 100% looked into some eyes of some players coming through the tunnels because I try to get my seats right there. Yeah. Usually with that wacky Becky, though. Wow.
Yellow, man, like possum nuts, you know? So Larry Bird comes in the game, they started, and he goes, Charlie, you've been out all night, right? Here, take this with you. Boom. He starts lightening up Charles Barkley. Gives him about 10 points.
He smelled it on him.
Smell it on him, right? So then he look over our coach, Jim Lionel, as he backpedaled back Larry Bird. He goes, give me somebody else. So they put in Rick Mahorn, and they look at Rick and say, if you got a haul ass, you got to make 2 trips, boy. You can't check me. Why? Larry Bird just talked. Then he go, give me that guy over there, Armin Gillian. And Armin Gillian come in. And one thing about Armin, people thought when they passed the ball into the post with Armin Gillian, he wouldn't pass it back out. It's because they kept trading him so many times, and he was colorblind. That's why he held onto the ball. He didn't know what team he was on. That's true story. So the whole time I'm going, Coach, put me in the game. Put me in, Coach. I want him. So he's lighting it up Armin Gillian, and he struts back like only Larry Bird can do. You know, he tried back. He looks over at the bench, and he goes, hey, Coach, put the rookie in. I was like, yeah, put me in. You better not hope you don't put me in. Jimmy goes, Jake, go get him. And I go in, yeah, what you want to do? Come on, baby, let's go. Let's get it on.
He ready. All that hype he done built up, he ready.
And he gives me a pump fake, and I jump clear across his head. And when I come down, he looks at me and goes, stupid rookie. And hits a 3-pointer. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's one. He's Larry Bird. And now only thing that's going on in my mind is all the white people in Knickerbocker watching this, right? So I'm like, okay, the next time I'm just going to play him this way. I'm not going to jump. And he's laughing hysterically. Goes, you're not going to jump against the Birdman? What? It's 6 points in not 25 seconds. So I go, shit, now what do I do? So I'm caught between the fight and the shit. So I'm like half jumping, half jumping. I look like a damn red.
He don't know what to do. Oh my God, he don't know what to do. That's crazy. He got it. He don't know when to get in.
What to do? Now I'm panicking, and he just gives me a pump fake, crosses over, hits another. Got 9 points now, man. 9. And it's 3 straight times down. So I'm starting to think when we run back down, maybe I shouldn't play basketball. Maybe I wasn't that good.
He got this man rethinking life. 9 straight points. You couldn't stop him. You rethinking life because I'm a rookie.
Maybe I should have been a brick mason. What the hell am I doing here? I can't go home now. And this guy scores one more bucket. I'm thinking suicide. I really was. I was like, what the? That's how bad. I went back down and I was like, well, I bet you can't take me in the post. He goes, post me up. 5 down, he calls. They throw the ball in the post. He pump fake, goes around and dunks on me. Now I'm like, oh shit. I got dunked on by a white man at the end of his career. It's a wrap now.
You got dunked on by an old white man. Oh my God, Larry Bird proved that white men can jump.
The only thing on my mind
Julius felt.
is Mayflower. And you know what Mayflower is, right? That's the moving company. 1-800 Mayflower. I got to move out of the neighborhood. And then he just gets another one. And now he ends up with about 14 points on me. And I'm like devastated. So the second half starts. And I'm on the bench. And he starts lighting up Charles Barkley again. He's lighting up Arm McGillian. Right? And the coach comes down the bench. He got nobody else to put in the game. He looks at me. And I start looking into the stands.
That joke was like, don't look at me, coach. He didn't want the coach to look at him. I guess he said, if I don't see you, you don't see me. I'm going to look the other way. Dang, Jason. J-Dub. Dang.
With the fans, I wouldn't give no eye contact to Jimmy Line, the coach. And I'm like, please, don't put me back in there with that white guy. Please, whatever you do. It was the first time in my life I was ever scared to be going to a basketball game. So fast forward about 6-7 years later, I make the All-Star team.
That's
tough. Coach, and when you make the All-Star team, you go in and they have your minutes on because our Eagles are so big. And people think there's coaching that goes on in that game. Oh, in the NBA, there's really no coaching. The NBA is 80% personnel. That's your team. 10% coaching, 10% luck. That's how you win games.
Facts.
You go in and minutes are on the refrigerator. And I go in and I say, hey, how you doing, coach? And Larry Bird looks at me and goes, your minutes on the refrigerator. I was like, thanks, coach. And I start walking over to go see my minutes. He goes, you fucking rookie. So he remembered him lighting me up all those days. Okay, so now what was your question?
So it sounds like Bird, solid shit talker. Michael Jordan, solid shit talker.
But that's dope to hear firsthand from a rookie what they went through battling Bird. He didn't cut him no slack. He went after them rookies. Charles Barkley, you out of pocket, man. Good Lord. But that was neat. I really enjoyed that. You guys keep them coming. I appreciate it. That's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, stay safe. On to the next one.